I always say pound for pound, there's not a better local in the country than us. And for dollars spent, the old pound for pound, that's probably the best training center that I've been in.
For 125 years, since being chartered on January 27, 1900, UA Local Number 190 has been a significant part of the success, growth, and vitality of the communities, institutions, and industries in and around Washtenaw County.
We are the most highly trained workforce in this state. We've got a very good reputation throughout the country, with other locals even.
You know, our locals always had a lot of pride. You know, when we get done with a job, you look at it and say, that's good, you know, it's a good looking job, you know.
Early on, Local 190 endured uncertainty and anti-union sentiment, but grew as its work, organizing, and other activities centered around Ann Arbor, and its members were able to gain life-sustaining benefits, such as health care insurance and retirement pensions.
I would say a lot of pain and suffering from a lot of people before us in order for us to be able to reap the rewards that we have. There's, you know, nothing's given, you got to work for it all.
People are finding out about pensions now that, boy, I wish I would have got into them. We got into them, we were forced into it. And the best health care. I mean, there's no better health care than 190 in my opinion.
Much of the earliest work performed by Local 190 members was based at the University of Michigan. More than a century later, the local's craftspeople perform most all of the piping work at the university.
University of Michigan, I don't think there's one job that Local 190 has not been a part of. Between the hospital work, college campus.
The university just wants what they want and the way they want it, and that's it. And we've been doing it forever, and so it's just a match made in heaven.
Local 190 has repelled non-union encroachment into its jurisdiction, and its national reputation was further boosted in the 1990s when the UA moved its instructor training program into the area. The new Y2K millennium brought a host of new advances, changes, and challenges, including the local's move into its current headquarters on Jackson Road in Ann Arbor. And the local gathered momentum while moving toward its 125th anniversary in 2025.
We had good contractors. They went after the work. They supported us in training, and we supported them in training. And that was a big thing too, just having that relationship.
I've never known of another local that does residential work like we do either.
The Local 190 Gas Distribution Division continues to make progress 57 years after the local gained jurisdiction over gas distribution throughout Michigan in 1968. Since which time, it has also taken over gas distribution jurisdiction for the entire state of Ohio.
Gas distribution takes a lot of pride in how we make sure that our people are trained to do the work.
We put the gas distribution on the map in the UA.
I think there are people out there that work for the utility company would tell you that things go a lot easier when Local 190 is on the job.
Local 190 provides its employers with the most highly skilled workforce by providing its apprentices and journeyman members with the very best industry training through the Greater Michigan UA Local 190 Joint Apprenticeship and Training Committee.
Training is the biggest thing that we have against the non-union. To be competitive, we have to train, we have to be the best trained, we have to be the most highly trained workforce out there. That's what's going to keep us competitive, make us more productive. That's what's going to keep us fed and keep us employed.
It's paramount. It's the top of the list when it comes to important items as far as what we do and why we survive here at Local 190.
Local 190 and the JATC spend more than $1 million each year to train their apprentices and journeymen, which was greatly enhanced when in 2008, the local opened the state-of-the-art, fully equipped Scott W. Clapper Training Center.
The great thing with our training, once they turn out as journeymen, the contractor calls up the hall for manpower and they need specific certifications. We pride ourselves on our guys. We can pick off a long list of anybody that's qualified, and the contractors supply them with the manpower they need.
The plumbers, pipefitters, service technicians, and gas distribution workers of Local 190 remain an integral part of the development of the Ann Arbor area 125 years later.
I would not go back 40 years and trade anything that I've done. I've made good money. I've made a lot of good friends and had a job that I enjoyed every day.
Indeed, Local 190 is proud of its bold 125-year legacy and ready for its promising future.
Congratulations, Local 190 members, on the 125th anniversary. Thank you all that were before me, and thank you all that will step up after me to continue to be the greatest local in the nation.
125 years for Local 190, and you're not going to hear it much from me, but I'll say go Blue once.
I'm very proud of this local union and the members, and I just hope, and I know that it'll go on for another 50 years. There's no doubt in my mind. We're here to stay.